Last fall, the Philadelphia 76ers became the first North American professional sports franchise to own an esports team, Team Dignitas. And in March, it was announced that the franchise had signed its first all-female team comprised of 6 members. Welcome.
Thank you.
So I read that you guys have been playing together since 2014, but you had no sponsors, no really financial support, and you at times stayed in one hotel room together during competitions.
Yeah.
How has that changed since you joined the Sixers?
They provide us with a lot of resources, like, even our own jerseys. We had to make our own jerseys before. Emily was ironing our names on the back because she couldn't afford them. She accidentally ordered crop top jerseys, which we just didn't have the money to order new sizes. So now we have all these fantastic resources that we have available to us. And before we had to do fundraising to go to events. And now whatever tournament we want to go to, we get to travel the world, and Dignitas and the Sixers help us out with that.
And you guys get to train with all their staff and stuff too. You guys did that recently. What does that entail?
Well, the past 2 days, we went to the training complex in Philadelphia. We talked to a sports psychologist. We talked to a sports nutritionist. We did physical therapy. We talked about all the things that we could relate to with NBA players. So, they get knee problems, we get wrist problems because we're playing for hours on end. So we did a couple exercises on how to prevent post-injury. We talked about nutrition because we're on the road a lot, they're on the road a lot, and we talked about quick, healthy snacks that we could eat instead of, going to McDonald's because it's fast and it's international. So that was really nice.
This is really cool. You guys have a great energy. Men and women there's like comparable numbers. They both play, they both game, but studies show that women are less likely to call themselves gamers. How do you change that perception?
I think in the beginning it was just not very cool to be a female playing video games. But I think what we're doing right now is really important. Like we're pioneers pretty much to women in gaming right now. And it's been proven it's already growing. So I think the more and more it gets bigger, the more females will feel comfortable. Oh, I can be a competitive woman in esports. And I think the more that these tournaments happen and things like that, the more women will actually step up and the more it'll be acceptable and okay to be a woman playing video games. And I think people will be comfortable saying that.
I actually used to be what I would call a closet gamer. I've been playing this game since I was 12, so like 14 years, and I didn't tell anybody that I played video games. And now it's just people make it a career. There's colleges that have esports programs, and I'm proud to say that I'm a gamer and I compete in huge tournaments just like a traditional sport athlete.
Do you guys have young girls ask you for your autographs and to sign jerseys and stuff?
Yeah.
Absolutely. There was one girl we met last summer. We were doing an autograph signing, and she came up to us, and she's like, "Oh my gosh, I'm so excited to meet you guys. I've cheered for you. I watch you online." So we had one jersey that day, so we signed the jersey to her, gave it to her. She framed it above her computer, and she used that as motivation, and now she competes in the same tournaments as that. We just found that fascinating. And we love the idea that we're being role models and pioneers because we didn't have that growing up. We had a lot of strong males supporting us, but we didn't necessarily have any females to look towards. So that's why we're excited that we can be those females.
And you guys don't just play with women, you're going to do co-ed too. But is there still, as a whole, a little bit of a stigma of having a woman on your team or playing with a woman?
Yeah, we try not to think about that though. I think we think that we believe that having that mindset just, puts you back a couple steps. So when we're playing and when we're competing, we don't think about our genders or our opponent's gender. We just want to play and we just want to be the best. That has been the goal since the start of the team, was to not be the best female team in the world, but generally be the best team in the world.
You guys played recently with Sixers center Joel Embiid, is that right?
Yeah,
it was awesome.
All right, honestly, how were his gaming skills?
I was actually
the one
that played against him, and it was funny because we are playing on computers with keyboards and mices. So we played an NBA game against him with the controller, and every time he would score, he would do his little dance, and I was like, all right, wait until we play Counter-Strike against you. So yeah, he was pretty good. He was pretty good.
Even at Counter-Strike?
Actually, we were about to play, and then I was warming up, and then he saw me play, and then I think he was
a little intimidated by me. Like, oh, whoa, whoa,
I
whoa.
believe so. I don't want to speak for him, but I think he didn't want to play, basically.
What was
Joel,
cool?
come on.
What was cool was actually not just Joel Embiid, but Robert Covington and Justin Anderson came out too, and we did this little thing where we paired up in groups, and we had one of the NBA players was at a computer, and two of us were behind one of them coaching them, and they learned really fast. They were playing against each other, so it was really funny to see them 1v1 each other.
We're cheering for the team we're coaching for. It's actually really fun.
And you guys are all Sixers fans now, I assume?
Definitely, yeah. We want to go to some games.
All right, well, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank
Thank you for having us.